everyone. Today we have our winners, mainly our toppers with us. We have Priya Gupta from Commerce, UG Senate JRF 2020. And we have Sneha Verma also from Commerce, I believe, from 2020 NET
Yes.
JRF. And the English literature, we have Catherine, mainly she qualified also for the JRF. So these three members are going to share their insights and their success story and their strategy with you all today. So let us start the interview with mainly the positive note. How you are actually feeling? How you three people are actually feeling after seeing the result? First, Priya Gupta, if I start.
Sir, after seeing the result, of course, after getting a result with JRF, the feeling was so great that it is still on.
Right.
I'm still feeling the joy. I'm still so excited that yay, I got the JRF, which I was eyeing for so long. The feeling is great, sir. I cannot even express it in words. Like I wanted it for so long, and now that it is in my hands,
Whether you were there with
such
your
a great
parents
feeling.
at the time of seeing the result.
No, sir, I have not told them that my result is going to be out. I was so nervous at that time because matlab, I was eyeing for GRF. Of course, I have already cleared my net, but seeing the final answer sheet, my scores were not really very well. So I was little doubtful. So I have not told my parents. After I cleared, after I have seen yes, I have qualified for GRF and for the assistant professor, I go reached out them and they were like very happy.
Superb, superb. Next, Neha Verma.
Sir, I am right now. I am on the ninth cloud. I will tell you what actually happened. I did not see result for 1.5 hour. I was not so confident. I was like, कि, okay, I'll see. But the time जब मेरे को लगा कि अब देख लेना चाहिए, तो I was like कि अच्छा देखते हैं क्या होता है. और फिर मैं देखी 99 percentile and then 98.79. तो I was like कि अब क्या होगा. तो पर
Maybe
फिर
you are
मैंने देखा
playing
कि
hide and seek with
qualified
the
for.
result.
Yeah, I was playing hide and seek with the result. तो उसके बाद तो वो feeling I cannot express.
Yes, superb. Next, Catherine, if you can share your feeling after seeing the result.
Yes, sir. I was extremely happy because when I also calculated from the final key and when I got the percentage, I wasn't very sure. I was already in the zone of regretting. Probably if I could have tried a little bit more, I could be confident. But my percentage is not less, and they also released the percentile, so there was no way that particular night we could know whether I got it or not. And the next day when the result also came, I was trying for 1 hour, for almost an hour I couldn't, because the server page was not found, and it was there was so much of overloading happening there. And but when I saw the result, just by chance I noticed in my mobile, and when I saw that it was qualified for JRF and assistant professor, I completely broke down, and I don't know for how long I have been crying. It was just a regular day at my home. My mother was with my daughter. They were out in the garden, and by chance when she also came in and saw me crying, she got worried as to what was happening. And my mother was the one with whom I shared the result, and she was a huge support for me for making to make this happen also. So I was very happy to share the first good news with my mother. And like Priya Gupta also said, I'm still not over it, because even today morning when I woke up, do I still have the JRF? Is it still with me? And then I have to again, today morning also I went and looked at my scorecard to make sure. Because, yes, sir, because this was a long time dream. And finally I have that. So I'm very, very happy. I'm very happy, sir.
Superb. Now I will be moving into the questions from the students' perspective mainly. 5 to 7 questions are there. So little bit based on the questions, what is your answer exactly? I don't want the same answer from you three people, because you will be having a different individual strategies when you are preparing for your JRF mainly. So first question will be how the time allocation that you have done when you are preparing for a so longer period of time. That too in the pandemic situation, we got so much of time mainly. So the exam was postponing like anything. Then how you prioritize the paper one and paper two, and how you tackle with the timetable. First, Priya Gupta.
Sir, at first I would like to say that I was not ready to give the June attempt. I was preparing for my December attempt because I had my MCOM fourth semester finals in June, and my exams, and I knew that somehow it will not clash, but the dates were so close.
Exactly,
Like
very
last
near
year,
days were there. Very near.
yes, if I prioritize one exam, then other will be at loss. So I have thought that I will not give the June exams. I will just let it go, and I will prepare for my December attempt. But since lockdown happened, so there was no college, there were no nothing. So I decided to go for the June attempt. I decided to fill the form. Then I started my preparation in March 2020. So the March half the month were gone. Like I started my preparation. I have taken subscription from 20th March. So like March month were also March. I have
You didn't
मेरे
even
पास मार्च
utilize.
के भी, हाँ, मार्च के भी दिन नहीं थे मेरे पास. तो लाइक अप्रैल से मैंने शुरू किया था. तो मेरा स्टार्टिंग में था कि मेरे 3 months आई हैव लॉस्ट ऑलरेडी. आई ओनली हैड 3 months. तो मुझे 6 महीने की पढ़ाई 3 महीने में करनी है. तो मुझे डबल काम करना पड़ेगा अपने ऊपर. मुझे डबल अपना टाइम देना पड़ेगा प्रिपरेशन में. सो मैंने पहले ओल्ड वीडियोस देखना शुरू किए, जो रिकॉर्डेड वीडियोस था ऑलरेडी, जो पढ़ा चुके थे एजुकेटर्स. तो वहां से फिर मैं सुबह उठती थी 6 बजे. तो 7 बजे मैंने रूटीन ऐसा बनाया था कि मुझे डबल पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा. तो जब स्टार्टिंग डेज था तो मैंने तब से ही डबल पढ़ना शुरू कर दिया था. बट जैसे जैसे नोटिफिकेशन आ रहा था कि लग रहा था कि अब एग्जाम नहीं होगा, तो थोड़ा कभी कभी डीमोटिवेट हो जाते थे कि अब पढ़ाई करके क्या होगा, अभी तो एग्जाम होगा नहीं. तो एक फ्लो टूट जाता है, तो वैसा पढ़ाई फिर वापस से होता नहीं है. तो था कभी कभी कि Sir, what was your question? Am I going other way?
No. You can continue whatever that you wanted to share. You can, please. That question is direct. How you manage your timetable that you are having? You have to manage both your MCOM examination as well as this one, right? So that's where actually you spend a double amount of time on the JRF mainly at that time because you started as late.
I had given during my initial days, I had given more focus on the paper one, because paper one there are topics like research, with research aptitude, teaching aptitude, which we had never studied. So these were the topics I had to give more attention to, and I knew that these are the topics which from where I can gain some marks. And the higher education, people and environment, I had no expectation from those units. So I wanted to make sure that I gain marks as much as possible from these units. So my paper two was like okay. My base was I cannot say great, but my base was okay. So I gave more attention to my paper one subject initially, but eventually I noticed that paper two is equally important, and I have to give time to paper two. So eventually I shifted to paper two preparation.
Okay. Next, Neha Verma, how you are having a strategy and timetable throughout your class?
Sir, I divided my whole time equally to both the paper. If I am studying 4 hours per paper 1, I was studying 4 hours per paper 2 also. I did not pay any attention to only one paper because it's, both the paper are very important. And secondly, sir, I did not pay any attention to any fake news of whether exam will be conducted or not. I did not see at all. I knew that everyone is doing just for sake. And thirdly, um, I was, sir, confidence is actually the key. I was confident. Every time I close my eyes, na, so it was like visible that qualified for JRF, qualified for JRF. And that's the key. You have to be very positive. Obviously, you have to pay attention to your topic, subject, whatever you have. And I never missed any topic, any MCQ, any kind of like any keyword also. I did not miss any keyword. Like there are four options in the multiple choice question, na. If I know the two option and I have to Google the other two also, that what is this, what this term mean, where this came from, whether it is connected to marketing or whether it is connected to international business. I went through all the topic, every keyword, every meaning, dictionary, everything, sir.
Superb, superb. Next, how about Catherine, the timetable and all? Because as
Yes,
compared to
sir.
these two girls, you are a married person. These are
Yes.
just married and not single.
Yes, sir. I am married and I also have a daughter. She is 3.5 years old. I have to say, sir, when the situation as to the before, how when I started with an academy, how it was before. Why I will stress on that because there was no intention. I had no intention of applying for JRF again because I already tried twice before, and I didn't have time for preparation then, and I was very demotivated. I didn't know what I was doing. I already had net, but I still wanted this, and I tried it twice, but I didn't have time to prepare at my home. So this time, this year, I decided I will not give it a try and then get back to my job, career, and then later do PhD, and that's what I was thinking. Now, just before the lockdown that happened in March, by chance for a visit, we came here. To my parents' house, and then lockdown happened. So there was no, I didn't have any of my books that I had when I was preparing for net exam for paper one as well as for paper two. And it was while just seeing some videos in YouTube, I think it was through filter copy that I came to know about Unacademy. And I was curious about it and I installed the app. And then I also saw that they conduct quizzes and there are many MCQ sessions, particularly for paper two also, and that got my interest. But what was a little bit a setback was most of it was in Hindi, and I couldn't get my way around it. I was a little bit desperate because I do not understand Hindi spoken or written. And then I came across your special class one day. You were conducting PYQ session and the afternoon session. I guess it was a special class. It was entirely in English, and it was a huge boost for me. I thought that why not take a chance now, because there is no way I can go back home, and being here, I can get a little bit help from my parents also to take care of my daughter when I can study. So if I should say, it was a serious preparation started only around June. By then, there were also news about whether the exam may happen in July or it may happen in August. And by August, we were all in the mindset that it is not going to happen now, only in December. And then out of the blue, they said that it is going to happen in September. Yes, sir. So the last 20 crucial the days, they were very crucial for me. But what I should say here is that I couldn't draw up a timetable, allotting this many hours for paper one and so many hours for paper two. I didn't have that luxury because though I was staying at my parents' house and my parents helped me with looking after my daughter, she still, I still have to give that quality time for her. And she's at the stage of entering preschool. So she needed a lot of attention. So I always prioritized giving her the maximum time. And whenever, she is comfortable, and that's when I'll tell my mother, and then I'll come and whatever, like I said, even if it is like 15 or 20 minutes, I make sure that I do an honest preparation from that. Sometimes I can get a lot of so many hours. So on a daily basis, I will make a plan for that particular day. What are the live classes that I have to attend, and what are the classes that I missed, and what are the notes I'm yet to to make, and personally practice reading comprehension or data interpretation and everything. So daily I will make a plan, and I make sure that I don't lag behind that plan. And that's how I did it, sir.
Superb, superb. Now the next question will be for everyone is that paper one versus paper two. 10 units from the paper one and 10 units from the paper two. So this is a vast syllabus for us in the UGC unit actually. So how you tackle the paper one 10 units, which is a vast syllabus, and paper two 10 units again. Did you have any prioritization in this? Let us start again with the Priya Gupta.
Sir, as I said, paper one, the 10 units are the first 5 to 6 units are for me, those topics are good.
Basics was strong.
These are my strong topics, and the last topics like higher education and people and environment, these topics I had not counted on those marks. Okay, so I knew that I am not going to get anything from them. Still, I had to get at least 60 to 65 marks in paper one, and same from paper two to get JRF. So I focused on those units which were strong. I focused on the mathematical reasoning, the teaching aptitude, research aptitude, communication. These units helped me with paper one, and same with the paper two. I some units in the paper two were my favorite units, like economics, business economics, accountancy, financial management. These units were the units which I loved. So I gave little attention to them because they were my strong units, and more attention to those topics which where I lagged behind. So this was my strategy, that I need to give more attention to the topics which I don't know, or which are my weak points, and the strong topics I had not read economics this time. I have not even, I have only solved the previous year questions from the topics which I felt confident with, and the rest topics I had gone through really very well.
Superb, superb. Next, Neha Mama.
सर पेपर वन में पीपल एंड एनवायरनमेंट मैथ्स एंड हायर एजुकेशन सिर्फ इन 3 टॉपिक में मुझे प्रॉब्लम थी, बाकी मेरी स्ट्रेंथ ही थी. एंड पेपर 2 में जस्ट लाइक इंटरनेशनल बिजनेस, फाइनेंस हो गया, टैक्स हो गया, ये सब मेरी स्ट्रेंथ थी. बिकॉज पहले मैं सीएस के लिए प्रिपेयर करी थी, तो मुझे टैक्स और लॉ बहुत अच्छे से आते थे.
Yes, yes.
मुझे थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम हुई बिजनेस इकोनॉमिक्स में, क्योंकि हमने 11th-12th में जो पढ़ा था वो सिर्फ एग्जाम क्लियर मार्क्स लाने के लिए पढ़ा था, इन डेप्थ नॉलेज नहीं ली थी. एंड यहाँ पे हमें बहुत ज्यादा इन डेप्थ में पढ़ना पड़ता है, हर एक की पॉइंट, हर एक कीवर्ड देखना पड़ता है. तो उस हिसाब से मैंने बहुत प्रिपेयर किया. एंड सर आप लोगों के जो अनअकैडमी पे पीवाईक्यूज होते हैं, जो आप क्रिस्पी नोट्स प्रोवाइड करते हैं, वो सब बहुत हेल्पफुल होते हैं स्टूडेंट्स के लिए. क्योंकि हम कितना भी कर लें, वो उस तरीके से नोट बनाना हम लोग नहीं सीख पाते हैं, क्योंकि हमने हमेशा से पैराग्राफ फॉर्म में नोट, स्कूल में हो चाहे कहीं भी, 2 लाइनर 1 लाइनर ये नहीं होते हैं हमारे पास. तो वो आप लोगों से लर्न करके फिर आपके नोट्स लेके पहले खुद टॉपिक पढ़ते थे, एंड देन आपके 1 लाइनर याद हो जाते थे. तो उस तरीके से बहुत हेल्प मिलती है हमें. मैंने अपना वैसे ही प्रिपेयर किया था.
Superb, superb. Next, Catherine. I think your paper
yes,
two
sir.
is something different from this English literature yours.
Yes, sir. My paper two was English, but paper one was it was very challenging for me, because from the last time I wrote when I attempted for NET or for JRF, the recent pattern, and that too I came to know from you, sir. You will be telling us that how when UGC was conducting exam, the pattern was, the questions were a little bit different, and when CBSE took it, and now with NTA, it is all the more challenging, to even understand the question and then come to the options and then choose the answer. It itself is a bit difficult. So when I came to know of all that, it was completely, it felt like I was in the dark. topic. I didn't know which unit I should concentrate on because I don't have anything as my weak topic and strong topic. I didn't have anything like that. So my best shot was to have an overview of all the 10 units as much as I can. So yes, sir. So I was aiming for that. What I did was when it came to LR and higher education, people development, environment, I made sure I made a lot of tabular columns, I made a lot of flow charts and pointers, made my own charts so that I could for a quick glance when I do a recap, it would be helpful for me, and also it stayed on my mind when I made notes. That really helped, sir, when I made my own notes. Even when I'm listening, taking when I'm sitting in a live class, I will be making notes on my own. I never pen and paper will be always with me, if it is a theory class or even if it is a practical class. So that's how I did it. I made my own notes, made a lot of flow charts and diagrams, because even by August, I could not identify which was my strong area and weak area, because maths was always a little bit frightening for me. And but Niharika ma'am helped a lot she helped a lot when practicing DI and MR. And you, sir, you helped a lot to get over the fear, because higher education, people development, environment, they are like giant topics, but you really made it easy and to learn it better. And paper 2, I followed 2 educators, Ankit sir and Annie ma'am. Both of them, they were excellent. They really helped in helping with setting a strategy, how to go about it. And their MCQ sessions, they were really helpful, because like I said, I did not have any books with me. So whatever I had in this preparation was from either online and from Unacademy PDF, and that's how I was able to get this.
Superb. Next, the question will be like, did 3 of you people attended my sessions, or else Niharika ma'am sessions, batch courses or not? If how these sessions were contributed to your success, whether it may be a paper 1 or paper 2 commerce. Priya Gupta.
Sir, I thank God, sir. I found you on Unacademy, and from you, I got to know about Niharika ma'am. You both are really great teachers. Your notes are so well organized. So, the presentation in your notes is up to the point, sir. That helped me a lot. I always talk about from I always talk about your notes. I referred it to my friends, like you should also follow him. His notes is very good, very apt, very well organized, very not very much, not very lengthy, but
Yes.
not too short. Your notes are very well. So you and sir, the way you did the PYQs, some educators were just like, okay, this question and this option, now next questions. You did the explanation part. You did the concept, like इस question के पीछे क्या concept है, यहाँ से और कौन से questions, other questions which might come in the next exams, क्या और questions आ सकते हैं. तो वो सारे चीज बहुत PYQs करना important है, but ऐसे ही सिर्फ PYQs करने से कुछ नहीं होगा. The concept behind the PYQs are very important. Concept को समझना पड़ेगा कि हाँ इस concept से questions आ रहे हैं. PYQs तो सर exactly तो next exam में repeat नहीं होते, concepts repeat होते हैं. तो कॉन्सेप्ट और मैंने जब PYQs करना शुरू किया था तो मैं भी लाइक ओके सर बता रहे हैं 1 का आंसर B है, ठीक है, इस क्वेश्चन का ये मैं समझ गई. लेकिन बाद में सर आपने सजेस्ट किया कि सिंगल लाइनर्स बनाओ, तो वो मैंने बनाए सिंगल लाइनर्स. मैंने बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट के, इकोनॉमिक्स के और फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट के, IB के सिंगल लाइनर्स बनाए थे. तो वो सारे जो सिंगल लाइनर्स थे वो मुझे एग्जाम के पहले दिन बहुत हेल्प किए. मेरे पास इतना टाइम नहीं था कि मैं सारा पूरा रिवीजन करूं, इतना लंबा नोट्स था. तो मैंने क्या किया कि मैंने सिर्फ वो PYQs के जो सिंगल लाइनर्स थे उनको रेफर किया. तो वहां से मुझे पूरा कॉन्सेप्ट का पूरा याद आ गया कि हाँ मैंने ये पढ़ा है, यहाँ से ये क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं, तो मुझे ये टॉपिक एक बार वापस से, अगर मुझे किसी टॉपिक में प्रॉब्लम है तो वो गो थ्रू करना है, तो वो एक बहुत ही अच्छा था। और निहारिका मैम के नोट्स में से मैंने बिजनेस स्टैटिस्टिक्स को बहुत ही अच्छे से रेफर किया था। तो मैम के जो स्टैटिस्टिक्स के नोट्स थे, इट इज लाइक और कुछ नहीं पढ़ना होगा, कुछ एक्स्ट्रा नहीं है, कुछ कम नहीं है, वो एकदम एग्जैक्ट नोट्स है। यस, टू द पॉइंट नोट, उसके बाहर कुछ नहीं आया, उसके बाहर एग्जाम में एक क्वेश्चन नहीं थे। मैम के स्टैटिस्टिक्स के नोट्स वे लाइक मेरे लिए, मैंने स्टैटिस्टिक्स एकदम नहीं पढ़ा था, लास्ट मोमेंट के लिए मैंने रखा था। तो मैम के जो रिवीजन क्लासेस थे वहां से मैंने मैम के स्टैटिस्टिक्स को रेफर किया था और बहुत ही अच्छा से वो मैम ने कराया था। आप दोनों के जो बैच कोर्सेज थे, वो दोनों के जो स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉइंट्स, लाइक निहारिका मैम का स्ट्रॉन्ग है कि मैथ्स है, उनका डीआई है, एलआर है, आपका पीपल एनवायरनमेंट, हायर एजुकेशन, या पीपल एनवायरनमेंट हायर एजुकेशन जो मैं छोड़ के जाने वाली थी टॉपिक्स, वो मैंने आपके से देखे कि अच्छा मैं इसको रेफर करती हूँ, यहाँ से अगर कुछ भी आ गया तो दैट इज लाइक बोनस पॉइंट्स फॉर मी। तो मैंने वहां आपके चार्ट्स बहुत अच्छे थे, लाइक प्री इंडिपेंडेंस का जो हायर एजुकेशन में था, दैट इज 1 चार्ट ओनली। So those charts were like, हाँ मुझे एग्जाम टाइम में वो रिकॉल हो रहा था कि हाँ चार्ट में ऐसे बनाया था, पहले ये था फिर ये था। तो वो सारे जो नोट्स है, हम अगर बनाने बैठते तो हमारे बहुत टाइम चला जाता, तो वो सारा चीज बहुत हेल्प हुआ एग्जाम के टाइम पे।
Superb. Next, I'm telling you, three of you people, please take the name of the educator that you have followed. Every name that you are allowed to take. I'm not forcing you to take only Niharika ma'am and me. Please take those who ever contributed to your success, because Unacademy is a platform where we are having a number of educators that we will be following them. So please take their name and please take this opportunity to thank them as well. Next, if I go to Sneha Verma.
सर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैं पहले तलवीर सर को ही फॉलो करती थी। मार्च में जब पेंडेमिक हुआ तो सर किसी वजह से क्लासेस नहीं ले पा रहे थे, तो वी वर लाइक कि अब व्हाट टू डू नेक्स्ट, क्योंकि आई वाज प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर जेआरएफ ना। तो फिर मैंने आपका देखा, आपकी प्रोफाइल देखी, फिर एक बैच कोर्स का नीचे ऑप्शन था। जब मैंने उस बैच कोर्स में देखा तो उसमें निहारिका मैम और आपका था। निहारिका मैम वर टेकिंग द प्रैक्टिकल क्वेश्चंस एंड आप थ्योरी ले रहे थे। जस्ट बिकॉज मुझे पीपल एंड एनवायरनमेंट में काफी प्रॉब्लम थी, तो तब से मैं आपका शाम का क्लास देखना शुरू करी। एंड सर आई यूज्ड टू आस्क अ लॉट ऑफ पर्सनल क्वेश्चंस आल्सो, आई रिमेम्बर यू। एक्चुअली होता क्या था ना कि हम ऑलरेडी स्ट्रेस्ड रहते हैं पढ़ाई से, तो जब इस तरीके से पढ़ाई होती है, आप काफी काम एंड कंपोस्ट तरीके से पढ़ाते हो, तो हमारा दिमाग का बैलेंस भी उसी तरीके से रहता है कि नहीं वी आर वेरी ओके इस तरीके से। एंड सर मैं एक चीज मेंशन करना चाहूंगी, सर आपके जो नोट्स थे स्पेशली बैंकिंग के, जिस सीक्वेंस में आपने प्रोवाइड किया था कि 1880 1900, वो नोट्स मुझे अपने कॉपी पे उतारने की जरूरत पड़ी नहीं कभी, तो वो टाइम भी काफी बच गया। एंड जब भी मैं रात में सोने जाती थी तो आई यूज्ड टू स्क्रॉल डाउन द नोट्स एंड इट वाज लाइक सेट इन माय माइंड, तो ये बहुत हेल्पफुल था। और फ्रैंकली सर मैं निहारिका मैम की क्लासेस ऑनलाइन नहीं देख पाती थी, तो मैं उनकी मोस्टली रिकॉर्डेड वीडियो ही देखी, मैं बहुत कम उनके क्लास में ऑनलाइन गई हूँ। एंड आपकी क्लास में ट्राई करती थी कि मैं ऑनलाइन ले लूं उसी समय लाइव क्लासेस,
sometimes recording.
एंड सर काफी काफी हेल्पफुल था आपका थ्योरी सेशन एंड निहारिका मैम का प्रैक्टिकल, क्योंकि काफी टाइम सेव हो जाता है ना जब आप प्रैक्टिकल की रिकॉर्डिंग वीडियो देखते हो, तो जो यू जस्ट हैव टू मेक and the correct the questions, and that's it sir, it was really helpful.
Next, Catherine.
Yes, sir. When the educators that I followed for paper 1 will be you, sir, Shiva sir, Niharika ma'am, and towards the end of June, I also started attending Talvi sir's classes. Although I couldn't understand a bit of it because mostly it will be in Hindi, it's still somehow I could relate with all the energy with how he was, taking every classes, and the marathon series and MCQ sessions. They were really helpful from Talvi sir. And the huge help was from the batch course of yours and Niharika ma'am, sir. And when it was attending, every class had its, it is special in a way for me because it's like as a family we will be attending the class because my husband will be, work from home was there for him. So he'll be also on the table, he'll be also by the side, and he'll be also looking at it. And when you are giving explanations, he'll be also taking an interest. And when Niharika ma'am and solving answers, he'll be also helping me with mathematics or ICT. He's a software engineer, so he was also helping me. And my daughter, most often, she will climb onto my lap, and whenever the MCQ sessions are happening, she will want to touch the screen often. Yes. So I will tell her, okay, click the B option, click B, and she knows alphabet. So she will click B, and when the smiley face comes, she will be all happy, yes, smiley, smiley. So for me, uh, taking the batch course was a personal, and also it is like it's a very family emotional way, sir. And every class, every session was a huge help. It is like taking every class was every step towards achieving this dream, because none of the classes were I can say that no, this was a little bit less. I cannot say that. Every class of yours and Niharika ma'am were top notch. The excellent when it comes to the teaching style, the content, how it was delivered, how you took time to explain each and every person's doubt. You would again and again explain also, and make sure, and if we make request as to sir, give us an extra session on MCQ on this topic or so, you and ma'am, you will also give us a special class and organize that. The concern and dedication that both of you had for us to help us achieve our dreams, it was hats off to you, both of your dedication, sir. It was amazing.
Superb, superb. Then how about your paper two educators?
Paper 2, sir, I followed, like I said, Ankit sir, and then Annie ma'am. And towards the end, I came across this Akshay Kumar Sharma sir. Uh, uh, these three people, they were really the foundation, all their classes, their way, the content they provided. Because in paper 2, I was seriously lacking in material on my own because I couldn't get my books over. And it felt like a waste to order all my books just for this period of time. So I was really relying on only these three people, these three educators, to help me, gear up more for paper 2 preparation. And I sincerely followed all these three people, and it really paid off. They were amazing. They were also brilliant because they went so much ahead in their efforts also to, because in every subject, paper 2, that is the core, that is like an ocean to cover the syllabus. It is like an ocean. But with these three educators help, I was also able to put a lot more effort in paper 2 preparation.
Super, super. Now the last but one question is that how the previous year questions were contributed to your journey. This is the question that you should answer. Now if I can start with Priya.
Sir, I said earlier only the previous year questions are the game changers. And we just not have to solve like, okay, we are solving many questions like this, and then we are again forgetting everything. We have to, the single liners were
And
very
please
much
mention
helpful.
everyone how many years of previous year question that you went through from 2019 to pre-works. Please mention that answer.
Sir, I used to attend your batch courses from the previous year questions, and I have done only that. Nothing extra I have gone to. So I also used to attend your special classes in which you were you जहाँ पे आप बहुत पहले के क्वेश्चंस कराते थे like 2009 to 12 and the plus course में like 2012 to 2019. तो ये इतना साल का करना इज लाइक ओके, अब इससे ज्यादा और ज्यादा हो भी नहीं सकता और ज्यादा करना भी नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि एक होता है कि आप कितना पढ़ोगे। यहाँ पे सिलेबस इतना है, फिर प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस करना है, तो आपके पास फिर टाइम ही नहीं रहता कुछ और करने के लिए, तो इतना करना इज ओके।
That means you wanted to say from 2012 to 2019 question paper that you have solved. Is it from the
Yes,
question
sir.
to answer, or else you are saying that as per my method, like I used to follow,
हाँ.
question to the
No.
explanation and 4 options mainly?
एक्सप्लेनेशंस के लिए ही प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने चाहिए। सिर्फ क्वेश्चन आंसर सॉल्व करने से, क्वेश्चन आंसर तो एमसीक्यू में कहीं से भी हम लोग को मिल जाता है,
Yes.
ठीक है। कंसेप्ट रिपीट होता है, प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस रिपीट नहीं होता है, तो कंसेप्ट पे हम लोग को ज्यादा फोकस करना चाहिए कि कंसेप्ट यहाँ से और किस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस आ सकते हैं, इस टाइप का क्वेश्चन आ गया और यहाँ से अलग अलग इसको और कैसे ट्विस्ट करके यही सेम क्वेश्चंस वो लोग प्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं, तो वो कंसेप्ट से ही क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, वहां से ही क्वेश्चंस आएंगे। तो प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस तो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है, लेकिन सिर्फ ऐसे ही उसको सॉल्व करना नहीं है, कंसेप्ट के बेसिस पे उसको सॉल्व करना है।
Superb, superb. Next, Neha Verma.
सर मैंने आपकी और तलवीर सर की PYQ थॉरली फॉलो किए, ठीक है। बहुत सारे एडुकेटर PYQs प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, बट वो सीक्वेंस में नहीं थे। लाइक कभी 2019, कभी 2017। आप लोगों ने 2012 से मॉर्निंग शिफ्ट, इवनिंग शिफ्ट, मॉर्निंग शिफ्ट, इवनिंग शिफ्ट, इस सीक्वेंस में जो फॉलो कराया ना, वो बहुत हेल्पफुल से, क्योंकि हमें ये देखने मिला कि किस तरीके से क्वेश्चन की ग्रोथ होती है।
Topic wise basis.
एग्जैक्टली, एंड टॉपिक वाइज, और किस तरीके से मॉडिफाई होते हैं क्वेश्चन, कैसे लेवल बढ़ता है, वो एक ग्राफ, वो ग्रोथ हमारे अंदर भी आ रही थी। एंड सर मैंने आपका, जैसा एज आई सेड कि मैंने आपकी एक भी क्वेश्चन नहीं मिस किए। इनफैक्ट आई यूज्ड टू राइट टाइटल एज शिवा सर PYQs, तलवीर सर PYQs, इस तरीके से। और अगर कोई PYQs में कॉमन क्वेश्चंस होते थे तो वो मैं खुद ही रिकॉल कर लेती थी कि इसका आंसर ये था, इसका एक्सप्लेनेशन ये था। एंड सर एक और चीज बोलना चाहती हूँ सर, मैंने आपका मॉक एनालिसिस भी कभी मिस नहीं किया। अगर बाई चांस मैं लाइव नहीं देख पाती थी तो मैं रात में सोने से पहले उसको कंप्लीट करके सोती थी। नेक्स्ट डे के लिए कोई भी लैग नहीं रहता था कि इसको करना है, बाद में कर लेंगे। अगर एक डेली करना है 24 आवर्स में, आई हैव टू कंप्लीट। अगर मुझे 12 घंटे पढ़ने हैं तो मुझे 12 घंटे देने हैं। आई डोंट नो हाउ, रात में 1 बजे 2 बजे वो मैटर नहीं करता। तो डेली बेसिस पे मैं अपना वो जो टास्क होता था 10 घंटे का, 11 घंटे का, मैं कंप्लीट करके ही सोती थी।
Superb, superb. Next, Catherine, the previous year questions role in your JRF. Whether it may be paper and paper to both.
Yes, sir. Previous year question papers, they were like a lifeline to me. I did not let them go. And you were the one who taught me how it was important, sir. Your classes taught me how it was necessary, how it is very vital in setting up a strategy and how to go about it. And from your classes, I also learned that I should not only stop with the correct option explanation, but also look into the other options that are given, and also to have a knowledge about that. In one of the higher education PYQ session, you insisted on explaining not only about the answer is about Kothari Commission, you will also explain about Mudaliar Commission, and then so on and on. And sir, I'm sure that all the students would be, and they all know that they also have to look into the other options and then have an answer. But it is a very tough thing because it is going the extra mile. It is taking an effort. It is tough to look into the other options for each and every questions. But your classes made it a practice for me that I also followed in paper 2. Whenever Akshay Kumar Sharma's paper 2 English, his classes, PYQ sessions, that will be from 2009 till 2019. So I was following your strategy there, sir. Whenever the correct option is there, I will also look into the other options. And if I don't know about those options, I will write it down and I'll do my own search on it, and then I'll understand it. So for paper 1, it was the PYQ years were from, I followed yours and Talvir sir's sessions. So mostly from 2012, I can say, sir, 2012 till 2019 for paper 1, and paper 2, it was from 2009 till 2019.
Superb, superb.
PYQs.
Because whenever we are solving in a like 4 option explanation, that 10 question if you solve, it is equal to 40 questions almost.
40, yes,
So
sir.
that much grip that we are going to get when we solve with the explanation of
Yes.
the 4 options mainly. And last and
Yes,
final
sir.
question is that about exam day battle. How you manage the 3 hours? 3 hours exactly. How you utilized? Is there any prioritization that you have done? Like I have to do DI first, I have to do RC first, then only I can do the remaining question. I have to do the theory first, or else I have to complete paper 1 fully, then only I can enter into the paper 2. Do you follow any of this strategy like this, or else you have any of the personal strategy while attempting the question paper? How you tackle the 3 hours of time mainly upon the stress that you are having on the exam hall? Priya?
सर एग्जाम हॉल में स्ट्रेस तो हमेशा ही होता है, लेकिन निहारिका मैम का जो डे बिफोर एग्जाम उनका जो क्लास था, उसमें उन्होंने बहुत अच्छी तरीके से समझाया था कि क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना है, हमें काम रहना है, नहीं तो ऐसे में बहुत सारे हम लोग ऐसा क्वेश्चंस में ऑप्शंस सेलेक्ट कर लेते हैं जो कि नहीं होता है, जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ दैट, मतलब इजी क्वेश्चन में रॉन्ग होने का चांसेस ज्यादा होता है,
Yes.
बिकॉज वी गेट एक्साइटेड सो मच सीइंग दैट क्वेश्चन कि कभी कभी वहां पे वो सिली मिस्टेक होने का चांसेस, ऐसा मैंने आपकी क्लासेस में बहुत किया है कि एक्साइटेड होके गलत ऑप्शन, तो मुझे वो पता था कि मुझे एक्साइटेड नहीं होना, इजी क्वेश्चन भी है तो उसको अच्छे से पढ़ना, उसके सारे ऑप्शंस को पढ़ना, ऐसा नहीं कि मुझे पता है कि मुझे इसका ऑप्शन बी होगा, बट स्टिल ए बी सी डी सारे ऑप्शंस को करना है। और रिगार्डिंग कि मुझे कौन सा मतलब बीआई पहले करना है कि नहीं, क्योंकि हम लोग का जो पेपर था वो काफी दिन बाद, तो हर शिफ्ट में क्या हो रहा था कि पेपर 1 में डीआई फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन डीआई आ रहा था।
Yes.
तो मुझे पता था कि हाँ मेरा भी फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन डीआई आने वाला है, और मुझे डीआई से ऐसे कुछ प्रॉब्लम या ऐसे मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस था कि हाँ मैं डीआई कर लूंगी, बट स्टिल मैंने उसको बाद में करने का सोचा, क्योंकि पहले जब हम इसका मैथ्स कर लेते हैं, फिर बाद में हमको थ्योरी पार्ट करने में बहुत बोरिंग लगने लगता है, तो वो नहीं चाहती थी मैं। तो स्टार्टिंग का जो होता है थ्योरी पोर्शन, मैथ्स मेरा फेवरेट था, तो मैंने सोचा था कि ठीक है इसको बाद में करेंगे, बाद में भी अच्छे से हो जाएगा, लेकिन पहले जो है वो क्वेश्चन मैंने डीआई को पहले स्किप कर दिया, आरसी बाद में आया था, तो आरसी वाज बाद में, लेकिन जो पहले और बीच में जितने क्वेश्चंस आते गए वो मैं करती गई, और 3 घंटा सर ऐसे निकला कि पता भी नहीं चला। पेपर वाज लाइक लेंदी और व्हाट आई डोंट नो, इतना जल्दी क्वेश्चंस, इतना जल्दी टाइम निकल गया, तो हर बार मेरा एटलीस्ट 20 मिनट्स मेरे हाथ में रहता है कि मैं चेक कर सकूं मेरे सारा ऑप्शंस को, लेकिन इस बार मेरे पास एकदम भी टाइम नहीं बचा था, तो मेरे जो अनअटेम्प्टेड क्वेश्चंस थे उनको मैंने जाके फटाफट से मार्क किया कि मुझे एक भी क्वेश्चन छोड़ना नहीं है, एक भी मार्क्स जाना नहीं चाहिए,
Because there is no negative.
नो नेगेटिव मार्क्स, तो वो बेवकूफी होगा कि मैं कोई भी क्वेश्चंस को अनअटेम्प्टेड छोड़ू। तो मैंने नहीं भी आ रहा है तो जो लग रहा है कि हाँ ये होना चाहिए उसको मार्क करके फटाफट निकलती चली गई। तो 3 घंटा मैनेज करना, मतलब एग्जाम से पहले टाइम बीतता नहीं है और एग्जाम के टाइम इतना जल्दी टाइम चला जाता है कि इस बार कुछ पता नहीं चला, तुरंत 3 घंटा निकल गया, कुछ समझ ही नहीं आया कि कब टाइम चला गया। मुझे और टाइम चाहिए था और करने के लिए, बट टाइम नहीं था। कभी ऐसा नहीं होता, हर बार मेरे पास 15, 20, 25 मिनट्स होता है, बट इस बार कुछ टाइम नहीं बचा था।
That means you are saying DI can be taken up at the last of the paper 2?
Sorry sir?
DI should be taken up only at the last of the paper 2. Paper 1, sorry. Paper 1.
Paper 1.
Yes, after
हाँ,
solving a
DI
45 question, we should go for the DI. That is a time saving factor.
Yes, definitely.
Super.
क्योंकि DI की वजह से आपका कुछ थ्योरी छूट जाए तो इस
That will impact on other questions.
थ्योरी, हाँ, yes.
Yes, mainly. And next, Neha Verma, how you tackle the 3 hours?
सर पहले तो मैं बताना चाहती हूँ कि जो मेरा सेंटर था वो अराउंड 3 घंटे ट्रैवल करके मुझे जाना पड़ा था
Okay.
एंड बाय रोड, और मुझे मोशन लैग की प्रॉब्लम है काफी। एंड देन मैं सुबह 4 बजे अराउंड घर से निकली थी, एग्जाम 9 बजे से था। मैं सेंटर पे अराउंड 7:30 गई, फिर आई वाज सो रिलैक्स्ड कि मुझे अपने आप को काम डाउन करना था कि कुछ नहीं हुआ है, आई एम टोटली फाइन। 7:30 जब मैं अंदर चली गई तो पेन एंड पेपर मिला, उस पे मैंने पहले ही लिख लिया था कि नो सिली मिस्टेक्स, मुझे एक भी सिली मिस्टेक नहीं करना था।
Rough paper.
एंड
Okay.
देन अपना एक स्माइली, हाँ रफ पेपर में मैंने अपना एक स्माइली फेस बना लिया था। और मैंने अपना टाइम मैनेजमेंट बहुत अच्छे से किया था। 3 घंटे थे, मुझे पता था कि मुझे 1 घंटे सिर्फ पेपर 1 को ही देना है। अगर मेरे 40 क्वेश्चन भी हुए तो मुझे स्विच करना पड़ेगा पेपर 2 पे। एंड सर लकीली जब 1 घंटा होने वाला था तो मेरे 2 क्वेश्चन ही बचे थे। मैं उन 2 क्वेश्चन को छोड़ के फटाफट पेपर 2 पे गई। एंड पेपर 2 वाज रियली इजी सर, जस्ट बिकॉज जेआरएफ हो गया इसलिए नहीं कह रही, बट मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस, मेरे फेस पे एक स्माइल थी।
Yes.
एग्जाम देते हुए मुझे पता था कि शायद जेआरएफ हो जाएगा, बट आई वाज नॉट सो श्योर। फिर मेरा पूरा पेपर हो गया, मैंने देखा कि स्टिल 20 मिनट्स बचे हैं। एंड पेपर 1 में मैंने भी डीआई पहले नहीं किया था। सारे
We're
क्वेश्चंस
having a
करने
20
के बाद,
minutes left.
यस सर आई वाज हैविंग 20 मिनट्स। फिर मैंने देखा इधर उधर की सब फटाफट लगे हुए, तो मेरे को लग रहा था कि मैंने
And
मैंने
how
कोई
you
क्वेश्चन
tackled the
छोड़ा तो
RC in
नहीं है।
paper 2?
सर आरसी वाज आल्सो वेरी इजी। मेरी रीडिंग स्किल्स काफी अच्छी है।
Okay.
आई रीड लाइक, मतलब फुल फोकस के साथ ऐसे पढ़ती हूँ मैं, तो फटाफट फटाफट मैं रीड करके फटाफट मैं कर, पता नहीं व्हाट हैज हैपेंड टू मी, आई डोंट नो सर, इन डीआई एंड आरसी मेरे आरसी और डीआई के एक भी क्वेश्चन गलत नहीं हुए। और
Super.
डीआई मैंने 3 टाइम्स
10 by 10.
क्रॉस चेक किया सर। यस सर 10 by 10।
Super, super.
मैंने डीआई 3 टाइम्स क्रॉस चेक किया सर, 3 टाइम्स। तो मुझे पता था कि हाँ एकदम क्लियर है आरसी एंड डीआई। आरसी में थोड़ा डाउट था क्योंकि वो थोड़ा
Yeah.
थ्योरी होता है। एंड आई वाज वेरी क्लियर इन पेपर 1 दैट जेआरएफ तो हो ही जाएगा। एंड पेपर 2 के भी कुछ क्वेश्चंस थे जो ऐसा लग रहा था कि शायद थोड़े से ट्रिकी हैं, बट आई वाज वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट
Because
कि
those
नहीं, ये
tricky
मतलब
is tricky
सारे
for
कॉन्सेप्ट,
everyone.
या सारे कॉन्सेप्ट मुझे पढ़े थे, ऐसा कुछ न्यू नहीं था मेरे लिए कि ये आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स क्वेश्चन है क्या। और उसमें अगर आप थोड़ा एडुकेटेड गेस भी मारते हो ना, तो आपका वो राइट होने के 90% चांसेस होते हैं। तो मेरा टाइम मैनेजमेंट का मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं था एग्जाम में।
Yes, Catherine, now.
Yes, sir. The day before the exam was a little bit unsure for me because I couldn't believe that I have actually prepared. I was able to prepare this much, and I am also at a place that I am going to take the exam. I had the advantage of having the exam in the afternoon session. Since it was in the afternoon session, I still had that morning to collect myself and to stay calm and to go to the exam center. It was also nearby. My father took me there, and it was somehow there was this sense of calm in me when I was walking to the exam hall and everything settling there and everything. I was very calm and at peace. And seeing the computer, sitting in my slot, I only recalled both of you and Niharika ma'am in front of me. I just told myself that we'll just see, this is going to be like another of our class session. I imagined in my mind seeing you on a corner and Niharika ma'am speaking to me and helping me with understanding the questions. So that gave me a little bit strength to get on with paper 1. And first I made it, I decided I will finish all the questions on paper 1 within that 1 hour limit and then move on to paper 2. And when it came to DI and RC, first I started attending the other questions. And when I was attending questions, there was a moment when I was getting the right answers. I felt a little bit confidence in me, and when I had that confidence in me, and that at that time I went on to DI and then RC, because I wanted to take those two when I was clear in my mind, and I also had that confidence. Otherwise I didn't want to enter into that 5 questions. So that was how I tackled DI and RC in paper 1. And but somehow DI, like I said, I was a little bit weak in mathematics, so it took a lot of time for me. And because it was taking a lot of time, I had to manage time with the paper 2. So paper 2 passage analysis, there were 3 passage analysis, and I knew that I was running short of time, and there are many questions I have marked for review. So what I did was, before attempting the passage analysis in paper 2, I quickly went through all the previous the questions that I have
Not for review.
clicked answers or marked for review. I made sure that yes, I have gone through, reviewed all of them once or again thoroughly, and then I think I had less than 15 or 20 minutes remaining when I came to paper to passage analysis. But since that huge part of review and review and going through of the first, all the other questions were over, my mind was clear when I came to paper to passage analysis. So it was only one shot, and I was able to do it better. And the time it was correct for me, sir. I didn't have any extra time or so. It was just correct for me.
Superb. Now finally we comes to an end almost. We had a great discussion and you shared a great insights for your upcoming aspirants for the UGC NET JRF. Finally, the word that you wanted to pass on to the upcoming aspirants for the JRF who wanted to prepare and who wanted to achieve this dream, like you people. Is there anything that you wanted to share? Mainly, yeah, like you should follow the PYQs, you should follow this book and that book, or else paper one note making like that. If at all you want to share anything, please go ahead. Priya Gupta.
Yes, sir. I would like to say that consistency and hard work is the key. हार्ड वर्क हमको करते रहना पड़ेगा, लेकिन कंसिस्टेंसी मेंटेन करना। ऐसा नहीं है कि आप 2 दिन पढ़ाई किए फिर 4 दिन आपने बुक्स छुआ भी नहीं, आपने कुछ भी नहीं पढ़ा, तो वो 2 दिन का पढ़ाई का कोई मतलब नहीं होता है। अगर आपको पढ़ना है तो आपको रेगुलरली वो मेंटेन करके चलना पड़ेगा। तो एक वो ये चीज है कि कंसिस्टेंसी आपको हार्ड वर्क करना है, और दूसरा चीज है कि आप मॉक टेस्ट दो। मॉक टेस्ट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है आपके प्रिपरेशन में। मॉक टेस्ट होता है कि आपको कितना आ रहा है, आप अपने आप को जज करते हो। फ्रॉम टाइम टू टाइम आप अपने आप को जज करो कि लास्ट टाइम मैंने कितना कर पाया। फिर और सिर्फ मॉक टेस्ट से जज नहीं होता, आप देखो कि आप कहाँ रॉन्ग हो रहे हो, उसके सारे ऑप्शंस चेक करो। कि मैं हमेशा ये करती थी कि 7 बजे अनअकैडमी में हमारा मॉक टेस्ट होता था, वीकली मॉक टेस्ट। तो वो 7 बजे मुझे देना था, तो मुझे था कि हाँ मुझे लाइव ही देना है इसको, और लाइव देती थी मैं हर बार। सब मॉक टेस्ट खत्म होने के बाद साथ ही साथ जैसे ही मेरा खत्म होता था वैसे, क्योंकि अभी मैंने सॉल्व किया है, अगर अभी ही मुझे उसका सोल्यूशन और कहाँ मैं गलत हुई अभी ही मैं चेक कर लूंगी तो वो मेरे माइंड में सेट हो जाएगा। तो फिर मैं उसको चेक करती थी। सिर्फ दे के छोड़ देने से कुछ नहीं होगा, तो चेक करना है आपको कि आप कहाँ रॉन्ग हो रहे हो, कि आप अगली बार वो सेम मिस्टेक ना करो। अगर सेम चीज अगर एग्जाम में आ गया, हम लोग के नेट के एग्जाम में आ गया, तो वहां पे सेम मिस्टेक ना हो। तो वो चीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है कि मॉक टेस्ट लगाओ और चेक करो कि कहाँ आपका गलती हो रहा है, ताकि अगली बार आप उसको इम्प्रूव कर सको। तो ये कंसिस्टेंसी, हार्ड वर्क और मॉक टेस्ट, ये 3 चीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, विद PYQs ऑफ कोर्स।
नेक्स्ट नेहा वर्मा, यू वांट टू शेयर एनीथिंग?
यस सर, मैं बोलना चाहती हूँ कि सबसे पहले अपने साथ और अपने स्टडी के साथ ऑनेस्टी बहुत जरूरी है। कभी कभी हम 10-10 घंटे एक बुक्स खोल के बैठे रहते हैं बट दिमाग में कुछ नहीं जाता। तो जस्ट बी ऑनेस्ट विथ योरसेल्फ, अपनी प्रोडक्टिविटी को मेंटेन करो। मॉक टेस्ट, ऑब्वियसली मॉक टेस्ट जितने लाइव देने की कोशिश करें लोग वो ज्यादा अच्छा होगा, क्योंकि मॉक में आपको वो एग्जाम वाली फीलिंग आती है। और मॉक भी काफी ऑनेस्टी के साथ, जस्ट लाइक एन एग्जाम, सारे बुक कॉपी हटा के विदाउट एनी गूगल आप वो एग्जाम दो, तब आपको पता लगेगा कि आप कहाँ फॉल कर रहे हो। सर मैं वैसे ही देती थी। हाँ, एंड देन सर आफ्टर मॉक उसका एनालिसिस बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, क्योंकि एनालिसिस में हमारे पास ना बहुत अच्छी से एक्सप्लेनेशन दिया होता है कि ये कहाँ से आया है, सब टॉपिक क्या है इसका। एंड सर क्रिस्पी नोट्स बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। अगर आप 2-2, 3-3 पेजेस के नोट्स बना रहे हो एक क्वेश्चन के लिए, तो वो यूजफुल नहीं है। अगर आप शॉर्ट नोट्स बनाओ एकदम टू द पॉइंट, विदाउट एनी अननेसेसरी क्वेश्चन और विदाउट एनी अननेसेसरी लाइंस, टू द पॉइंट नोट्स बनाओ, तो पूरा क्लियर रहता है कि अच्छा ये चीज यहाँ से आई है। क्योंकि एग्जाम से पहले हम पैराग्राफ्स नहीं पढ़ सकते, वी हैव टू जस्ट गो थ्रू द नोट्स, वी हैव टू जस्ट सी कि अच्छा ये है। तो दैट्स इनफ सर, एंड जस्ट सिंगल लाइनर इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। आपके एक्सप्लेनेशंस में बोलूंगी कि लोग जरूर फॉलो करें, आपके PYQs एंड तलवीर सर के मैराथन्स बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है ये सब सर।
सुपर। नेक्स्ट अबाउट कैथरीन।
Yes, sir. I have to say that my idea of preparing for a competitive exam has always been with having a lot of books around me. That was how I did it for NET exam. So that was how my idea was also when it came to preparing for JRF. And I thought that I was at a disadvantage because I did not have any books with me. But Unacademy completely turned my strategy around in that respect. That with online classes and online materials, the quizzes, the mock tests, they were a huge help. I would suggest that take as many quizzes as a person can, even it doesn't have to be live. Whenever they can, they have to take the quizzes and mock tests, not to let go of that. And the PDFs from Unacademy, the educators that I mentioned, they're more than sufficient to, help with 100% preparation also. And also I need to say that, sir, it doesn't have to be an ideal situation when it comes to preparing for an exam like this. Because taken my situation, I'm married and I have a child, but and I didn't know that. I always thought in the beginning that this may be a disadvantage for me, but it proved to be an advantage because, like I said, my daughter, she is a preschooler, so she needed to be engaged most of the time. I have to give her activities and play with her, and when I every day when I do something with her and she is happy and satisfied, that gives me a sense of a little bit of achievement, and with that sense, I will come to study more because I will feeling that yes, I have tackled my daughter for now. So that would give me a little bit of motivation and a boost to study more now. So having little goals every day, and my even when the answer key, the final answer key was out on 30th. If I was a student, I would be alone, sir. I would be alone when I saw I would be upset and I wouldn't know whether I should tell my parents or not. But me and my husband, we went through the final answer key together. And when I was very upset and disappointed with the way the marks have turned out, or I was unsure whether I'd be able to make it, he was very supportive and kept saying that you have come this far. You just need a little bit more. We can do it. Don't worry. He was strengthening me, and I wouldn't have had that if I was in a student phase. So having my family around, my very helpful parents, my husband, my daughter, I really thought that when I started preparation that I was not in the student phase. Will I be able to do it? But you don't need an ideal situation to prepare for a competitive exam. All you need is that perseverance. You need to always go ahead and not to give up on the dream. Look at me, sir. I thought of achieving JRF. This was my dream ever since I qualified for NET, and it has been 5 years I have had a gap, but I didn't let go of the dream. I wanted that so bad, and this pandemic situation was also it turned as a good opportunity for me, and all it needed was hard work and perseverance. You just have to keep on going, and Unacademy, it is really, really helpful, sir, and I thank you so much.
Now we have come to an end almost. Congratulations once again to everyone, and I
Thank
wish
you,
a
sir.
great
Thank
success.
you,
to
sir.
achieve the final one, that is assistant professor is our final goal. So we need to achieve that one. Now this is a beginning for the another journey. So the journey is that
Yes,
assistant
sir.
professor that we need to achieve. We need to go through with the research proposals and join in the PhD, complete the PhD and get the assistant professor. And please let us know after getting into the admission of the PhD and the assistant professor. Please share whenever possible your success with me and Niharika ma'am and
Sure, sir.
your teachers
Yes,
wherever
sir.
possible, right? Thank you so much.
Yes,
Congratulations
Yes, sir.
to
We
you
will stay in
once
touch.
again and
We
your
will stay in
family
touch.
as
Thank
well.
you.